Welcome, everybody, to this week's edition of Valpo Basketball Weekly. Brennan Vickery with you. Glad to be joined by the head coach of the Valpo men's basketball program, Roger Powell Jr., as we look back at this past week and look ahead to Saturday's game against Chicago State. But let's start with this past Wednesday, Coach, the game at Central Michigan, game where you played very well down the stretch. You fought from down 22 to get to within 3 late in the game. What'd you see maybe over the final 10 minutes, and going forward, how do you take that next step of playing that way for 40 minutes?
Well, I think I saw, some different lineups that we can go to. I challenged some of our guys that hadn't played much. For example, Casper being one of them. We needed someone to rebound, and we were just getting clobbered on the glass. And then Casper came in and gave us a huge spark. I mean, even saw a spark from Anthony, our walk-on. And just trying to search for the guys that are going to fight and just going to play tough. And I think I saw that on Wednesday, that group towards the end that kind of got us back in it and gave us a chance to win a game that could have easily been out of reach. They did it. They were gritty. And I give a lot of credit to Casper, just having not played much this season, to come in and give us 12 rebounds and give us a spark like that has been huge.
Yeah, I want to follow up on that. I was going to ask you more about Casper. How was he able to put together the 12 rebounds against Central Michigan, the 10 points against Virginia Tech? And as you look forward, what do you want to see from him next? And what do you see as his role going forward?
Man, just to be consistent, man, like another kid that's a freshman, that we're having to go to, last 2 games, we didn't have Jahari Williamson, who is able to throw in some good buckets for us, some big time shots. Obviously the game against Southern, he made some huge plays. So hopefully we get him back. But, to be able to get Casper some confidence and Casper give me some confidence in playing him out there, obviously with the size disadvantage, it's unfortunate that he has to do it. But if he's going to be gritty, he's going to rebound for us, man. He's going to get more of an opportunity. And just going forward in general, man, I'm building, man. And I knew that this was going to be a year that we're going to have to kind of, play some different lineups, with Connor being out and Luau, our 6'11" guy, being out. And, obviously some of the other guys not performing like I thought they would. That's what we're doing. We're searching for guys who's going to give us a chance. And Casper's been doing that. And, I'm hoping that he continues to do that. And, our guards and that small line that we went to, man, was gritty last game against Virginia Tech. And I love it. I love it. It's not going to be easy. I didn't put together a super easy schedule for this team. So, I think this adversity that we're facing, this challenge that we're going through is going to make us better as the year goes on. And then definitely for the future, of this program.
Let's talk about Saturday's game against Virginia Tech, and certainly facing a high-level opponent. But three-point shooting was a major difference in the game. As you kind of look back, did you see it as missing clean looks? Did you see it as not getting the shots you wanted? And how do you improve that three-point shooting going forward?
We got some good looks. Some guys just need to probably get in the gym and shoot more. But I can't say that for. Isaiah's been carrying us, and he's not going to always be on. And Darius is actually getting better. But some of our other guys got to be able to make some shots for us. And and that's a matter of just getting in the gym, putting that extra work in. And, but then, you look at that and, Sherman, this is all new. He's going to be up and down. He's not going to be consistent. And hopefully as the season goes on, he's put that work in, he will become more consistent. Jackson can become more consistent, although he was able to get double digit points, which we're going to need from him. So, it's the flow. Sometimes you make shots, sometimes you don't. But, rebounding and being able to defend, especially our interior defense, that has to give us a chance to actually compete. And if it does, if our inside presence can help us rebound and defend in the paint, then you can have an off night and still give yourself a chance to win the game.
I wanted to ask you about Darius. I've had the chance to see him play for 3 years, and it's been fun to watch him this season. Over the last 6 games, 5 assists or more in each game, and he's improved from a shooting standpoint, as you alluded to as well. Just what have you seen in terms of his progression from the time you took over to the program to right now?
Yeah, I think all these guys, Darius' role wasn't huge last year. Jerome's role wasn't huge last year. I think we're pretty much seeing what we saw last year from Connor, kind of up and down with injuries. But I think both those guys have embraced, their roles, and out of all of them, I think Darius is really kind of settling into a nice little role for me and for our program. Jerome looked like it early, but it kind of filtered off. And I'm not giving up on the big fella. I told him when I came, him and Darius they're competing for me. They're giving everything they have, and we're going to try to get Jerome out this funk that he's in because I want him to have a good experience his last year here. But I'm so proud of what Darius is becoming, and I've been on him to shoot the ball more. And don't worry about if it goes in. Just play with freedom and confidence, and I think we're seeing that. But unfortunately, man, he's having to log a whole lot of minutes. Our backcourt, man, him and Isaiah, man, they're having to log a lot of minutes, and some of the missing and some of the shooting percentages because they're tired and they're having to carry a heavy load. And I think as the season goes on, and with both of those guys being able to come back next year, I think it's going to make them so much better going through this high value, and being able to compete with high volume like this.
Let's talk about this week. It's a unique week with finals weeks. In addition to taking care of business in the classroom, how do you get better as a program during the practice time this week? And what do you have to do to be ready to go for Saturday against Chicago State?
Well, the big thing is, just getting through finals strong, making sure these guys are locked in. We didn't practice yesterday. Today we just doing some light individual work because they're swamped with finals and studying and preparing for that. Tomorrow we have a really good practice. Wednesday be right back to, some time off and focusing on the classroom, and then bam, Thursday, Friday is our regular 2-game prep. So the big part of this week is trying to find a way to get them some rest, especially these guys are playing so much. Attack finals, and then being able to get in the gym and get a lot of shots up and just get some reps to get their confidence back, and while at the same time saving their legs because we got 2 big games coming up that we have to win.
There he is, the head coach of the Valpo men's basketball program, Roger Powell. We hope to see everybody out at the Arc on Saturday. It's a 3:00 tip against Chicago State. For ticket information, valpoathletics.com/tickets. We'll talk to you again next time on Valpo Basketball Weekly, presented by Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute.